Does this look like you? You would love to read and have books right in front of you, but instead of picking them up, you decide to do other stuff like play Sims like I am doing, because that has become my obsession. If so, then you're in a reading slump. I think it's time that we try to get out of it and fix it. So come along with me while I try and get out of my slump. Hi everyone, welcome to my video today. I'm very excited because my slump has been an issue for months and I haven't really tried to get out of it because of school, grad, and prom, and like all that stuff, and exams. So, may as well do it now because I want for once reach my goal. Because I haven't reached it. I don't think ever. I may have once, but then it went downhill because I didn't reach it for years. So I'm gonna try to reach it. For the books, right now my Kindle, because I went to Florida May. I went in May, like end of May, and I am in the middle at 49% through Pretty Monster by Sheridan Ann. I kind of forget. I remember what happened, but like I kind of forget my full thoughts on it. But I'm pretty sure I liked it. Overall, I like the storyline. The characters I actually like. I just think the main male character, is a bit questionable with certain stuff, but I wouldn't pass that. So there's that, and then these two I've seen everywhere and I've wanted to read them. The first one is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I can't wait for this to click on this because I followed her TikTok like before she like posted about like this book and the process of writing it, and I also loved her TikTok, so I feel like I'll highly enjoy this. I've high hopes for this. Then the other one is Fourth Wing by Rebecca. I don't know how to say her last name. I'm not gonna say it because I'm gonna butcher it and I'm gonna feel bad. So, but I'm pretty sure everyone knows this book. It was pretty popular. And I also got the like special edition. I love it. Any special editions? Oh my god, they're amazing. I love it. So I got that, and then these three. One is fairly new. Then the other two are ones I've had for like kind of a while. I'll do Dance of Thieves. I think this I got because I wanted to get into fantasy. And I think this is somewhat fantasy from my memory. So I got this. I also just love the cover. I don't know why. So this is an option. Then I might also do the Gram Effect, maybe. That's how I feel. Because I read Off Canvas and I loved it. There's this. And then I wanted to get into like thrillers so badly, but then I never read them or found like the right time to read them, because either I was busy or I just didn't want to read, or I was more just interested in another book. But I got this one, the reappearance of Holly Jackson. Holly Jackson is the author. The reappearance of Rachel Price. Holly Jackson is the author. So I want to read this. This I got, this I got from the book of the month. I recently like just subscribed to it and I love it. So I highly recommend subscribing to it. And those are the options for the books to hopefully get me out of slump. I don't know why, But in the video, I didn't say that I was reading Pretty Monster first. So I'm gonna say now I'm reading Pretty Monster first. I was just indecisive of if I was gonna read that or another book. I feel like I'm interested, but also like, maybe I shouldn't. I read it for a bit and see how I feel. If I want to read any of the ones that any of my like physical books, then I'm gonna do that because I don't want to force myself to read a book and then put myself in another worse slump. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I stopped at the part where the security system was in place, and then she replaced her door. It got broken down, and then yeah, that's where I left off. Also, I just realized I forgot to say what it's about for people that haven't read the book. But pretty much it's a stalker romance. And the reason why I even like wanted to read this in the first place was because I finished the Cat and Mouse duet, and I wanted another stalker romance because I love Sade. So I wanted like a similar feeling kind of book, but just hard to find, kind of. And I saw that this one was a stalker romance. I'm like, you know what? I'm craving another stalker romance like Cat and Mouse duet, so give it a try. It's about Kaya, and Reed is the main guy character, the stalker. And I think it says in like the first chapter, but he pretty much stalks girls and then kills them. He feels pleasure by it. And now he's pretty much looking for a new person to stalk, and then he sees Kaya, and Kaya becomes his obsession, and then, I mean, it goes off from there pretty much. But then, like, in the beginning, there's, like, kind of, like, not a love triangle, but, like, multiple, like, love interests. But, yeah, I mean, I find it interesting. It's just Crew. I liked him at first. But then, I think after maybe chapter 10, I don't know. He was an ass. I didn't like him at all. The other guy, Viper, I honestly don't mind. I kind of like him. And Alex, I kind of like. There's, like, no one I feel like is really, like, I'm not attached to anyone in this book, I don't think. I'm kind of bored. Because it's kind of just smutty stuff, and I'm just not giving what I feel like I kind of want from this book. I finished it just now. I just feel like all of the parts that could have been like further explored didn't get explored and got like cut off, which made the story like, because if you've read it, first was Crew, then Mason, then Viper. Mason could have been something that was further explored. It would have made the story more interesting. But I just feel like after those three happen, you're like, what's left to the story? That's how I feel. Like, I still did enjoy some parts of it. With Alex, I more enjoyed the parts where, I can't really say, sort of spoil if you haven't read it, but like, the parts where he was just like the cute parts with her. I don't know, I'm not a fan. I think I'm gonna read Dance with Thieves. I don't know why I'm feeling Dance with Thieves. But I'm gonna eat because it's 2:06 and I haven't eaten. So, also, all the playlists on Spotify for like songs for this book, all of like the pictures for the playlist, they look so like magical and like I love them. They're beautiful. So on my Kindle, I got until chapter 5. Yeah. And so far, I am enjoying like the story, the characters, and like the flashbacks kind of. Those are the only things that like are confusing me a bit, just because it's like a lot of names being like thrown at you. But the story I love. It's also something that like I've never like red. For those who don't know what this book is about, it's pretty much about three girls who are guards to the queen. There's a threat to the continent and the queen, and so these guards are gonna, well, they're in the process of trying to like tackle the threat and like just take it out pretty much, so there's no threat. Focuses on Cassie and like her background and what happened with like her mom gets brought up a lot and stuff like that. I'm enjoying it right now. I have high hopes. I hope it's gonna get me out of my slump. If it doesn't, Paola should, logically. She couldn't fall asleep, so he asked her to tell him riddles. And then she told him one. And then he said, I knew the answer, but I drew it out, offering several wrong answers, making her laugh once. It was the first time I had seen her laugh, genuine without any pretense, and it filled me with a strange burst of peace. I'm attached to the characters now. I'm on page 116, yeah. And they call close. Also, I didn't say Jace is, his dad was the king, then he died, and that you find out in the third chapter. So then he took over, but now they got close. And then he said he didn't ask anymore what had been done to me. Now it seems he only wanted to erase it, wash it from my memory, and for now, I let him. I'm scared. I'm also the most emotional person ever, and I get like emotional very easily. So I did a lot of crying. I still have like 400 pages to go. Okay, at the part where Cassie is at the dance thing that Jace is having, and when my mother asked about her, I only said she was resourceful, a safe, stable word, but now others flowed freely. I wanted them all to take root, grow, become history, part of my history. Clever, smart, ruthless, determined, brave, devious, loyal, caring. And then she turned, her eyes grazing the top of beds, the breeze lifting loose strands of hair at her neck, and another word came. Beautiful. It was the only word I could think of until another one pointed on its heels. Future. Like, I'm so happy. This is everything. She says to him, yes, I want to kiss you, Jace. Not for show or to make the best of it. I want to kiss you because I want you. Every part of you, even the parts that infuriate me beyond telling. Because you've infected me with a poison that I don't want to flush out. Because you're a mad viper twisting around my middle, cutting off my breath. Yet I want you more than I want to breathe. Yes, Jace. I want to kiss you. Just because I do, but the one thing I cannot do is promise you any tomorrows. I'm obsessed. So I made it to chapter 42, page 402. And I think I'm gonna stop for tonight. So I'm gonna talk to my boyfriend, and I'm kind of tired and have to take off my mascara and stuff. So, but so far, I'm pretty much almost done the book, but I am highly enjoying it. I do feel like this got me out of myself because the characters I love, mainly like the main two, and I literally haven't been able to put it down since I started it. And I love this story too. Like, it's not too complicated where like I can't follow what's happening. Like the way the author did the world and stuff It's very simple to understand. I'm very happy. I will continue tomorrow morning. Maybe finish it. I should be able to. And then that'll be the end of the video, I think. Good morning, everyone. It's the next day. And I'm gonna continue with dancing days. I'm like 99% sure this got me out of my slump. So I feel like after I finish this, I was gonna want to go into Vow of Thieves. Am I right? Yes, I was. Vow of Thieves, which is the next book in the duology. I'm very happy. Okay, so this is the next day, Sunday. I'm finishing to edit the video into two clips where I said like the quotes, the crap, because the audio is shitty. So I'm gonna read them now because they're beautiful and everyone deserves to hear them. And I lost the page. How lovely. He came to dinner, I think it was after dinner, I forget. But then he tells her that like he needs to say something to her, and he says, I love you. I love you with every breath, with every thought that's inside me. I always have, from the first time I kissed you on that ledge, even before that. Are you kidding me? And then, to top it off, he says, when I asked, what is this, I knew. I knew what I felt, what I was certain you felt too, but I was afraid to say it because it was all new to me. It seemed too soon, too impossible. But everything about it didn't just feel right. It felt like something rare, something delicate that I was afraid of breaking, something that only comes along once in a lifetime. And then he says, I want you to at least think about staying here with me forever. There, I've said it now, and I won't take it back. I love you, Cassie of Bright Mist, and I will never stop saying it, not through 1,000 tomorrows. It's chef's kiss. I think this whole book is kind of chef's kiss. I think I stopped breathing for a few of the quotes, to be honest. I'm not ready. I don't think I'm ready. I have this much left. Like 100 pages? Maybe a bit more. No, less. It's less than 100 pages. Oh god, I'm scared. She took him. Are they gonna see the queen? Okay, so now I'm at page 478. I'm on chapter 48. Terrified to finish it, except like 30-ish pages left. And I don't know what to expect. Like, I feel like there's a lot of ways, and I'm scared here for last night, but I feel like there's a lot of ways the story could kind of go. And I just don't know what the hell is gonna happen, and it scares me. I think I'm more concerned though about Jace getting hurt. Because I don't know that. And he's like a sweetheart. I love him. But yeah, that's my concern right now. I'm trying to find an audiobook because I'm gonna like get ready. Because I mean, I woke up and just read the book. So, but I can't find any. On Spotify, they're all locked for me. YouTube, there's nothing. And I'm pretty sure Audible, last time I checked, doesn't really work right now. I tried to log into my account. So I have to figure that out. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready. I'll then finish it. I'm so scared. But I might have to pray again for a good ending. Even though it's not gonna be a good ending, so it's the second book. So we doubt it's gonna be good, but I will keep you guys updated. I was a bit wrong. I don't think anything bad is gonna happen to Jace or Cassie. I don't know why I always forget her name. But he said something. No, well they both did. And it's adorable, but pretty much he saw the queen and the queen is asking her to go back, but she said everyone there despises me now. And then Jay said, not everyone. Then he crossed the room and then he said, I told you and I won't take it back. I love you, Cassie Primus. And I will never stop loving you, not through 1,000 tomorrows. Come back with me, please. And then she said, I love you in her own language, and then said, I love you, Jace Ballinger. And then she said, my tomorrows are yours, Jace. I want them all to be with you. You can't. I love them. So cute. Anyways, I am on. Where the frick's my bookmark? Did I take it out? Oh. I lost my bookmark. I did take it out. Where was I? Oh, I'm on page 500. And it's 505 pages in total. I don't think Jace or her is gonna get hurt. Praying. So that is the end of today's video. I had a very fun time, you know, reading the books, filming, very fun. So to recap the books that I read, it was Pretty Monster by Sheridan Ann, and then Dance with Thieves. For reviews, Pretty Monster I gave a 2 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. This one I still have to think of, but I'm thinking like 4.5, 4.75. I highly enjoyed. I just would have liked a bit more of like the enemies, and I think I would have given it a 5. So for Pretty Monster, that one I gave a low rating because, as I said like before, after I finished the book, for me it was just smut. Like, sometimes I don't mind that, but like I also want plot. Like, I feel like that book there wasn't a lot of plot. Yes, there was a stalker stalking her, however, like, I feel like I just wanted more. Like, I did like her romantic interest. Crew I liked to a point. Viper I didn't mind. Alex, him was the best. But I feel like after Crew, Mason, and then Viper, like, there was like nothing to the book. I feel like after that there wasn't anything like left that kept me hooked and like interested. Mind you, I wasn't very hooked on the book when I read it. On vacation I was more hooked. When did I read it? Yesterday, no, not so much. I feel like it went kind of downhill for me, and again, Mason could have been explored like so much further. It made the story a bit more interesting instead of just like cutting him off. Like, I feel like it was just not enough plot for me after for like 50%. I wasn't like attached to the characters, I wasn't hooked. I didn't feel much for the book. Like I liked Alex, but then after I was like, well, like it's just, I think after you find out his secret, for me, after I found out his secret, I think I disliked him more, which I'm surprised by. And then next, Dance with Thieves. This I highly recommend to literally anyone who wants to start fantasy, because it is a very like simplistic world and like system. Because there's also like no magic, it's just like guards, the queen, the king, and then Jace is just Jace technically, because he's the lead now, not king. That's not what they call him. They call him like BT or something. I forget now. But yeah, and the worlds are easy, and the romance in this, it was everything. It was so good. The only thing that I didn't like, I think why I didn't give it a 5 stars, I love the action, I love the plot, I love the twists and turns, Cassie and her whole plan. I think the only thing that made it like a 4.7 for me was the fact that I felt like it was way too like insta love kind of, and like personally I think I would have wanted more time for them to be enemies, because it was just, for me it was too quick from like dislike to like friends to liking each other. I just felt like it was too quick, and I think I wanted like more time of them as enemies and then lovers. I think that was the only thing. Yeah, the action is amazing. The characters I loved, mainly Jace to be honest, but his family, and then how she felt like she found a home and like they were her family. I love that so much. Just read it. It is so good. Like, I don't think I could say it enough how much I actually enjoyed it. I could not put it down from when I started it. It is a thick book. It's 500 pages. However, it is totally worth it. And some of the quotes in here, I love it. Not the best quotes I've read, but like, they're still so good. But yeah. Anyone who wants to get into fantasy, like doesn't know where to start, or wants to start on like a light fantasy book to see if like you would actually be interested in that area of books, read this. You will hopefully love it. I hope. And have fun, because it's just amazing. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope if you're in a slump or even want to get into books, this video may have helped you in some way, I hope. And thank you to everyone who subscribed and commented. I appreciate it, and I love you. And I hope you have an amazing day today. And I'm eternally grateful to anyone who decided to give my channel a chance. But yeah, have a nice day, and I will see you in the next one.